Well, I feel like as a family we are doing very well. Like we have the one designated shopper. We don't go unnecessarily to the shops. We don't meet up with big groups of people. Like I have been going on walks with some of my friends, but obviously we'll be social distancing. We'll be 2 meters away, and we won't break that because we're all sensible people. I know that lots of people I know have been meeting up and breaking all the social distancing rules, which is just stupid. To be honest, it's just stupid. Yeah, I think I am quite strict because I know how important it is and how detrimental it could be if I don't completely follow the rules. It's very different, obviously, and like the lessons themselves are quite straightforward. I thought it'd be a lot more complicated to do the lessons, but it's not. It's really easy to follow the instructions and everything. And sometimes even the teachers like record themselves teaching the lessons, which is really good. And me and Alexandra are in the same set for science, so that helps when we're sitting together and doing the work together. And yeah, I feel like I've been doing a lot better in some subjects though than I have been at doing at school, because like obviously there's not as many distractions. Like I feel like I've been doing a lot better in French, for example, because I don't know, I sit next to one of my friends at school, so I'm quite distracted then. But I did miss school to begin with, but now, not gonna lie, like I do quite like doing my homeschooling. I suppose I don't really follow the timetable exactly though, because sometimes teachers set the work at different times. So I'll do the work, and I'll send in a photo at the end of the lesson, and I'll organise all my books and everything. And you still have to write on your book, so keep the presentation good as well, so that you can look back at it. And yeah, I feel like being organised does help a lot because it helps you keep on track of what you're doing, and also helps you remember what you're learning in a sense, I reckon. Those have been quite fun. It's obviously not the same. It's kind of annoying when everyone's like speaking over each other, because it's not like when you're together and you can just tell each other to be quiet. But it is still really fun, and like it's something to like get ready for, and I do get really excited for them. I've done I think either 3 or 4 so far, and sometimes like I'll make a quiz to do for my friends, like either do like a general knowledge quiz or like questions about each other, and other times we'll just like chat, and it is really fun doing Zoom calls, but it's obviously not the same. I would rather be seeing them in person. Very important. We would literally be able to do nothing without her. She does the cooking, the cleaning, she washes, she does the laundry, she does the dishwasher, she cooks for us, she hangs clothes away, puts them in the airing cupboard, puts the dishes away, everything. She works so hard. I feel like not everyone is thankful enough to her, because a lot of the time I didn't really know how much she really does until, I don't know, that like the whole lockdown, because I'd be at school and when I come home everything was ready. I'd have all the clothes I needed, everything like that. But now I've got a new appreciation for what she really does. And yes, so she's very, very, very important. I feel like I'm quite lucky to have them, because some of my friends don't have any siblings, and it would get quite lonely, so I am lucky to have them. And most of the time it is fun, and we have jokes and we mess around, but sometimes there can be like little arguments, even like over the smallest of things, like who finished a shampoo or stuff like that, like silly things like that. But overall, I think it is quite good. That I think our relationship has been quite good over the lockdown time, I guess. But yeah, I do feel lucky to have them, because I feel I would get lonely otherwise. I FaceTime them nearly every night, and it is really upsetting not being able to see them, because it must be horrible for them as well, because I know if I was living with one person, I'd get kind of sick of them after a while, and you do get quite lonely if you're not having that stimulation from outside of your house. But as long as they're staying healthy and staying safe, it is worth it. And we are definitely going to go and see them and sit in the garden and have some food. We'll bring our own plates and our own food, but just to see their faces, and that's why I FaceTime them and I text them a lot. So that is one brilliant thing about technology, that you can FaceTime people and speak to them. It's a new way of connecting. It is annoying. Hopefully I can see one or two friends, because I know the rules have now changed where you can be in a group of 6, but my friendship group is a group of 7, so I'd quite like to have a few friends round, like in the front garden, sitting away from each other, and just, I don't know, just have like a social distance party, which would be fun. I still am excited for my birthday, but obviously it won't be the same, but it's something everybody's having to go through, so you've just got to get on with it, really. I think it is very important, because you wouldn't really want, I personally would think like how difficult it must be to be in the hospitals working with people who are so unwell, and it's not only like physically demanding but also emotionally, like you're having to see people dying and you're having to like speak to them on behalf of their family when they can't see them, and it's very draining and difficult. So I think it is very important to clap, because it shows appreciation, and I've seen lots of lots of like people in their blue uniform, all the NHS staff driving past around 8 o'clock ish. So I think and also it's a way of everybody coming together and showing like a bit of unity, which I like as well. You don't really know what's going to happen the next day. You don't know if there's going to be another spike of the stupid infection or anything like that. So before, at least you had a routine, like you go to school, people would go to work, you'd have like the same kind of idea that's what's going on. And I'm a person that likes to know what's going on all the time. But now, like we could be going back to school, I don't know, in a month, or we could not be going back until September. It's just not knowing. But I think, yeah, that just the certainty of things, that's what I miss.